What's up, everybody? It's Crypto Vision here again, coming back at you with another crypto market update. Today, we're seeing again some red. We're seeing a little bit of a correction, like we talked about yesterday. So let's dive into it. We're going to be covering Chainlink in this video. We're going to be looking at kind of the possibilities, some different scenarios of what we got going on, and also kind of how we can get out of this downtrend. So if you liked the video today, please drop a like, leave a comment, hit that sub button, baby. Let's get into it. So, like we kind of talked about yesterday, we're flirting. This is on the weekly time frame, right? We're flirting with the this line in the sand right here, at that $24 range. And so we want to make sure that we are keeping above it, that 24.40. And we've actually, when I go and zoom in, we were actually like resting right on this. So this area is a high area of interest. We want to make sure that we can stay above this, right? And then, start to rebuild. So overall, Monday, Tuesday is looking a little red, but we're still fine. We're still in this, baby. Still looks good on the weekly. There's nothing really to say about the Fu Manchu. You still have the green dot with the wave up top. As long as the wave's up top, you're looking good, right? Once that wave starts to get down below into this below the zero, that's when you start to see a sell off, right? So the RSI is kind of what I wanted to talk about. So this last, um, right? So we have a broken structure. We broke out. Could we actually be back testing this trend line and then ripping? So time will tell. I do like that we are cooling off on the RSI and also cooling off in price, right? We need to cool off on both. I don't want to see us cool off on RSI and then we just keep running. So it's good. We're actually correcting. We've come down up through this high to low about 10%, so not too much. If we do come down and wick down to that $23, like I said, we could, or even that 1272, it's about a 20% overall drop. So right now we're holding the line in the sand. If we zoom into the daily, all right, this is where things get interesting, right? Things get very interesting. So the other day we kind of talked about how we could come back up to this 1272 and then get a little correction, right? So we've come down, right? So we came up, came down, right? This is the up candle, down candle, right? It's not to scale, or else it'd be overlapping everything. And so we're kind of in this area where we want to see a reaction. We want to see a close above this area. We want to see a reaction. And we're sitting, if you look, we're sitting right on yesterday's mark. Remember we drew this yesterday? We're sitting right on that. So it's a good area of interest. It's an indication area saying, hey, are we still bullish? Are we bullish? Yes. Okay, bullish above, bearish below. And I'm not talking about long-term bearish. I'm talking about just the correction might be a little bit deeper, right? Might be a little bit deeper. If we can get rid of this, and we can see where we could possibly go for a correction. Um, if we do drop below that area. So we are below the 382. Wick down above the point 0.5, so we wick down, couldn't even get down to the 618. I mean, theoretically, we could come down to the 618, right? We tried to get down, we came back up, and we might attempt another draw on liquidity again, and then come back up and rest above this line. As long as we're closing above this line, we're still bullish. I could see us wicking down even to that $22 range. That 786, like I said before, 236, 786, 382, 886. So those are kind of areas where if you see a rejection off of the 382, we could come down, test this trend line again, like we talked about. So still in this range. We're still in this upper boundary range. We're still above this trend line. It's just staying ultra bullish. We want to stay above that 24.32, which we are. We're sitting right above that. So that looks good. Um, Daily Fu Manchu, we're good. We have momentum, right? This is pretty much like your MACD. I like this just a little bit better. It's more appeasing to the eye. So we're above, right? So we have momentum. We are cooling off a little bit, but that's fine because our momentum isn't really cooling off. The stochastic cooled off, but our momentum is staying pretty much flat, right? We're still at that 65 level, which is good, which is what you want to see. So momentum looks good. RSI. So yesterday, actually, we were talking about this. I wanted to see us close above this trend line and stay above it, which obviously we haven't. We came through, came down, um, and then boom, crossed down below the moving average. So, you know, it's not ideal in the situation we're in. We're in a corrective move, but Chainlink is still holding strong. It's one of my favorite. It still is my favorite, and I think this Dino coin that everyone seemed to call it is gonna. I think it's gonna lead. I think it's gonna be a leader of the market. So we could still come down through here, bounce off this RSI, still have a higher low, right? Still maintain good structure, and we want to make sure if so if if we do right if we do close below this moving average, I don't want to immediately retest it. I do not want to immediately retest it because if we do and then we reject, that's when you should worry, right? It's not the first cross that should be the worry. It's when you try to come back down. It's when you come down. So if we did this, then it's time to be like, okay, we're going to definitely see lower prices in the foreseeable future. So if you come down, right, and do a shallow little correction, come up and reject, that's when you get the bigger, right? Because I mean, think about it from a bearish standpoint. When you're crossing down below, it's like doing this, right? When you're crossing down below, like like this, right? You came, it's if this was inverted, right? You came up, shallow, tried to get back, boom, gone, right? On a roll, going up, getting overbought. So we don't want to see that. We don't want to see, you came out, boom, tried to retest it, gone. So it's just if we are going to get a cross down below the moving average, let's come down, work our way down, bounce off this RSI or this moving average or this trend line from the weekly, and then try to break through it. Get some bigger momentum, right? Bigger momentum. So if I mean, that could be a drop of 13% on the RSI. So a pretty decent drop on the RSI. We do have, um, we do have bearish divergence, right? We got lower highs in RSI, higher highs in price. So that is bearish divergence. So we need to clear out this bearish divergence by coming down here. So we have a close of 2176. So theoretically, if we hold price, but our RSI drops down through here, right, drops down to our zone, we're going to have bullish divergence. We'll have a lower low in RSI and a higher high in price. That's what we want to see. So let's cool off on the RSI. Let's see if that's going to happen today because we are going through a little bit of a drop right now. People are probably freaking out, panicking. I mean, there's red everywhere, but I'm actually adding a little bit to my bags. I'm going to be adding to Jasmine, adding to DGen. I might be adding to XLM. I don't think I'm going to add to Chainlink just yet. Chainlink it's not in a position where I'd want to add yet. If we came down and tested this trend line at that $21 to $20 range again, I'll add again, right? Like how we did last time when we bounced off this. So I'll add here, if anything. So I'm not adding right now. This looks really good, actually. This looks really, 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 really good. Right. So we have lower highs in RSI. So I mean, yeah, lower highs and lower lows, but right, we have a 24.55 and we have a 24.21. So we're getting close. Right, we're getting close. So we definitely want to make sure that we can close on this next RSI because more than likely we're going to reject off this area. Just based off of what we're doing today, probably going to reject off of this area or even off of the RSI, the moving average. We're going to reject off one of those. I'm assuming. Come down. Let's zoom in here. Right. So we're definitely making lower highs. Right. We're just oscillating down, oscillating. This kind of looks like an A. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a one. It's a three-wave move. 1, 2, 3. Do we have another 1, 2, 3? Nah, that doesn't look very good. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. it just looks corrective in nature. It looks like a ABC and then another ABC. Uh, let's see. We do have we do have a 26, 29. We still have we have bearish divergence on the 4 hour too. 24.69. So now we're cooling off, so that's good. So now we're getting lower lows on the RSI and lower lows in prices. So that's good. So we're cooling off on our RSI, which is good. You want to see a cool off. Can we see any wave movements? What can we get out of this, right? So we said remember we said we'd come up, we came up, came down, we've come up, we came down. So we wanted that double touch. Remember, we wanted 1, 2, go. So we got the 1, 2. Now what? All right, now what? Are we going to rip and run? Or is it going to be a one? Is it going to be a, let me draw this out so it's a little bit easier to follow. Are we going to do an ABC, right? So are we going to do a little A, B, C? ABC, right? Something like that, just so you kind of see where I'm coming from, right? So an ABC, nice little correction. Almost a flat, but we did come down. We took out the lows. So everyone up here is gone, right? Everyone up here is gone. Do we get a WXY? Do we get something like that? Do we get a complex structure? So do we get a something like this, like a W something? It has to be lower, so like a W, maybe X, Y, something like that, right? WXY, something. Who knows? All right. Do we get another ABC? Do we get another, or is this overall, is this complete? It looks pretty complete. It looks complete, right? It looks like a three-wave move. Three-wave move, which is good. That's what you want. All right, you want this. Kind of the yin yang, right? Yin yang sign. Yin yang. Yeah, so overall looks good. Um, I do want to see what the RSI does. I want to see if we can move a little bit lower on the RSI, right? Let's take out this. Let's get some bullish divergence forming. So um, let's kind of see what we got with this close today. I mean, everyone's freaking out. Everyone's probably just spamming their sell buttons, and I'm buying. I'm being straight up honest with you. I've already bought Degen. I've already bought Jasmine. I'm on the fence with XLM because I'm just in for so much lower, and Link I'm in for so much lower. These two, I'm pretty much at even with Degen, so let's might as well buy. And I'm actually this is just below my average, so I might buy a little bit more. So um, we'll see. We'll see. I do want to definitely see for Chainlink. I do want to see us, right? Can we do this instead? Ooh, I don't want to do that. I want to keep that right there. Let's do this, right? Let's have the green lines be our 4 hour chart, right? And let's see something like this, huh? Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Just something where we could see a bounce, right? We could see a bounce. I don't want to extend it, if I'm being honest. I need to extend it. Just throw it up right there. Something, right? We want to see maybe a bounce, because if you did come down to this trend line, you would have we could have bullish divergence or hidden bullish divergence. I'm sorry, if we do have a higher high in RSI and a lower high in price. So 24.21, I don't think we're going to close below 24.21. So we would need the RSI to drop a little bit more, or we can drop in price. So we can keep the RSI here and drop 20 cents, have some hidden bullish divergence, which would be really nice, right? Everyone panicking, and we're out here just scheming for our next move. So shorter video today. That's all I got really. Um, I could. No, I'm just gonna leave it here. I'm gonna leave it here. We have our target zones where we're watching. We're watching this zone right here at 24.32. If that breaks, we're targeting that 23.43 to the $22 range, right? Targeting this trend line. So, I mean, overall, if that does break, you could be looking at a three-way move down. We get a three-way move up, and then we get a three-way move down again, or a five-way move down. So, I definitely don't want to see three waves out of this. I definitely want to see us get the heck out of Dodge and then rock and roll, baby. So overall, that's what I got today for Chainlink. It still looks really bullish. We still look really good. Overall, I love the structure of it. It's looking promising, and so have a plan in these kind of situations. The worst thing to do is to wake up, see red, and then sell. So if you guys have any questions or concerns, leave a comment. Again, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just a guy who's been doing TA for a while, and I'm trying to make it out of the bull run. So hopefully you tag along, hit that sub button, and let's get rocking, baby. You have a good day. Peace.